Welcome to Support Court with Judge Vunderby, where the drama is real, the stakes are high, and the excuses unbelievable.
Her reasoning when I asked her why she isn't spending amount of time that she's supposed to, since we do have split custody, is she's working. But when I go on her Snapchat and her Instagram, she's being flued out and in Miami, but yet you don't have time to spend with your child.
Why are you all on my social media?
Ma'am, everybody is on your social media, okay? So let's not act like you don't know everybody is looking at social media.
Well,
And you being, what do you say, flued out?
Yeah, she's being flued out.
flew out for the week. No, sorry. I be at work and
I mean, your child support obligation is still gonna be close to what I just told you. So $5,057.12, one child. Child support obligation is $1,011.
a month.
Your Honor, that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
One child on Medicaid, a mom refusing to work, and a dad claiming he's broke. But guess what? These kids aren't raised on air alone.
Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities and everything else too, so it starts to add up.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
And she wants you to pay for more than that?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
Subscribe now for more jaw-dropping cases and courtroom drama. Let's begin. Thunderbeat Court is now in session. And let me tell you, today's case is Bringing the Thunder. A mom is asking for more child support because tuition and health insurance just don't seem like enough. Let's dive in.
I need more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities? Who's
Kevin's our son.
Kevin? Okay, how old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14, okay. And you need more money. He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and health care, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive. It's not anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For health care.
Health care? How much is health care?
It's $185 a month.
$185 plus $395. Okay, is there anything else you want me to know? What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team.
Football.
And then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay, and has he enrolled in those activities yet, or?
Yes.
Okay, and you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for them?
At least help, yes.
Okay, so there isn't anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right.
Miss Ocean, yes, it's Miss, not Mrs., steps into court with her pitch, Your Honor, I need more money. She's claiming that Kevin, her 14-year-old, has outgrown his budget. Between football, guitar lessons, and growing expenses, she's drowning in costs. Or is she?
Sir,
Yes,
you pay $395 in tuition,
that's correct.
and is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's 185.
It's $185, okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities and everything else too, so it starts to add up.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
And she wants you to pay for more than that?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right. Yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have him pay everything?
Here's the breakdown. Dad already shells out $395 for tuition and $185 for health insurance every month. On top of that, he's buying clothes, covering activities during his time with Kevin, and keeping up with guitar lessons. Let's not forget, Dad's a pool cleaner, earning $45,000 a year, not a lottery winner.
Did somebody tell you that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and, get that fixed. But I have to go with what's in front of me.
The judge quickly points out that child support is about shared responsibility. Miss Ocean works as an administrative assistant, so she's perfectly capable of covering part of Kevin's expenses herself. Mom's defense, I just wanted more help.
So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13. which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. However, considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So it
Oh, okay. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, no problem.
I was told there would be no math during this session. So.
And that's one, I thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me.
Judge Thunderbeat isn't here for the nonsense. Based on Dad's income, his child support should have been $589.63. But because he's already paying tuition, the judge adjusts it down to, drumroll please, exactly $395. That means Mom's dream of a blank check is officially canceled.
You still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support is going to be the $395 a month for the tuition that you would pay. And you, of course, would have to keep covering the health insurance. And if you choose to pay for football and guitar, that's up to you. But ma'am, you need to be responsible for something. So does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, I appreciate it though.
No problem. Well, you don't even have to thank me. You can thank the legislator because they give us the option to do this for people. It's just the right thing to do. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
So, what just happened? Under Texas law, courts can deviate from standard child support calculations if one parent is already covering significant expenses, like tuition or childcare. The judge made sure Kevin's education is protected while keeping things fair for Dad. Remember, child support is a shared responsibility, not a one-sided wallet. Meet Miss Williamson, the biological mom of 6-year-old Sage. She's here to hold her co-parent accountable. Why? Because while Miss Williamson is juggling parenting full-time, mom number 2, yes, there are 2 moms, is out living the high life. Trips to Miami, lavish outings, and Snapchat stories galore.
Miss Williamson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, so we're here today because we both have a child together and we both have split custody, but lately she has not been around. She has not been able to help me with the child. She's been doing her own thing and I need child support.
I've been working.
That's not an excuse. This is your child that you gave birth to, that I adopted, and I'm spending more time with her than you are.
Insurance. I got a lot to pay for. Help y'all out, take care of the baby. Just because I'm not around, that means I'm bringing in the money.
When's the last time you helped us out?
I pay the insurance.
The baby got to eat. The baby need clothes.
Did I need to leave? I mean, I have to be here because I'm working, but if you all needed to keep talking, I could just excuse myself. What did y'all want me to do?
I need help with getting child support because
Okay.
I'm not going to do this with her.
So now that I can help you with, because the going back and forth and all of that, that's not going to help your case, okay? So I understand your frustration, and I do have the court order that you provided, and it looks like child support was not ordered because you all agreed to have split custody.
Right.
Did.
Okay, so that's changed,
Yes.
all right? How often, like how long has this been going on?
For about 3 months now.
3 months?
My
3
job
months?
ain't easy.
Neither is mine, obviously, right? You'd agree that my job is not easy, right?
I mean, look
probably
pretty
not,
easy
right?
sitting down. I could do that all day.
Oh, okay.
When asked why she's not around, Mom 2 claims she's working hard. Sure, that's believable. Until Miss Williamson exposes the truth. Enter the receipts, Instagram stories, showing Mom 2 jet setting and soaking up Miami vibes.
Right. We'll come back to you, no worries. Now, she is working. You're having the child, I'm assuming almost 100% of the time?
Correct.
Okay. All right. You adopted the child?
Yes. I
Okay.
adopted the
How
child.
old is this child?
She's only 6.
6? What is her name?
Her name is Sage.
Sage. Oh, she sounds so cute.
She is.
Now, is there anything else you wanted me to know before I move over to her?
Her reasoning when I asked her why she isn't spending amount of time that she's supposed to, since we do have split custody, is she's working. But when I go on her Snapchat and her Instagram, she's being flued out and in Miami, but yet you don't have time to spend with your child.
Why you all on my social media? Anyways?
Ma'am, everybody is on your social media, okay? So let's not act like you don't know everybody is looking at social media.
Well,
And you being, what do you say, flued out?
Yeah, she's being flued out.
flew out for the week. No, I'm sorry. I be at work and it be a lot going on. Y'all know what I have to deal
are
with
you
as a flight
working
attendant
when-
with all these crazy people on this
Okay, so
airplane.
are you being flued out with your job as a flight attendant, or are you doing other things that
I'm working
require
as
you
a
to be away
flight
from work?
attendant. I mean, sometimes, occasionally, I may have a little flued out situation, but most of the time, I be working hard. I pay this $175 insurance. Like at least I'm doing something. I do
Congratulations.
my part.
You pay a whole
$175.
$175 in health insurance.
What you mean?
What do you want for that?
Baby could be on Medicaid, but
Oh, you know what? That is a good point, but that's beside the point. At the end of the day, this is both of you all's child, which means that Sage is both of you all's responsibility. And you are going to pay child support. Since, I'm just sitting up here, This is what I do. So how much money do you make a year? And make sure you're being honest, because I have your documents in front of me.
about 79,000.
I couldn't hear you.
About 79,000 a year.
$79,000 a year, and you want to be flued out and not give her anything for Sage? You came here to waste my time. I'm about to go ahead and read these numbers off to you so you can pay child support.
Child support?
Yes, ma'am. Child support. That's right.
I'm going to have to pay insurance too?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
need to?
Yes, ma'am. You're going to pay. Yes, ma'am. You're going to carry the health insurance and you are going to pay child support. So, based on your financial documents and what you just testified to, $79,000 a year for salary, that makes your gross $6,583, brings your net down to $5,157.12. All right. How many children? Just Sage? Sage is the
Just
only
Sage.
child? Okay.
That I birthed for 9 months.
That you don't take care of.
You ain't carried for 9 months.
Excuse
You know
me.
what it is
Excuse
to carry
me.
a baby for 9
Okay,
months?
Because a dog had a baby, that don't make it the mother.
Excuse me. I'm talking. I believe I'm the judge. You all do not need to address each other. You have enough issues as it is, okay? So,
That's why we ain't
again,
together now.
I
That's
need
why I
you.
be cheating now.
I need you to pay.
Judge Vunderby isn't here for excuses. She gets straight to the math. Mom 2 earns $79,000 annually, but contributes just $175 a month for insurance. The judge calls her out. You want a gold star for that $175? That child could be on Medicaid.
Pay attention to since you like to be flued out and stuff, I need you to pay attention to these numbers as they fly your way, okay? So, $5,157.12 is your net. One child, they bring your child support obligation to $1,031.42. Well, let me go ahead and give you a credit for that $175 that you. It's not going to be much, so don't thank me yet. It's not. So, let's see. I give you credit for the 175. 658. Oh yeah, that didn't really help you out none. So, I mean, your child support obligation is still going to be close to what I just told you. So, $5,057.12, one child. Child support obligation is $1,011.
A month?
And here comes the ruling. Based on Mom 2's income, her child support obligation comes to $1,031 a month. After a small credit for insurance, the total drops to $1,011. Mom 2's reaction? Pure shock.
That's what I said.
$1,000?
Yes, ma'am. $1,000.
That's a whole rent payment.
You got it.
That's what I'm saying. You got it.
You got it. You being flued out.
Okay. Well, did you get what I just said? Did you got
I heard you.
Oh, okay. Is there anything further?
No.
All right. Did you have anything further?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. You all are dismissed.
Let's unpack what we just witnessed. First, Texas law requires both parents to financially support their child, regardless of who birthed or adopted them. Second, this was a modification case. Originally, no child support was ordered because of split custody. When Mom 1 ended up caring for Sage full-time, Mom 2 had to step up.